Wizard King started at least trying to do some things, he just made everyone look like children, essentially.
And that one is Black Clover.
Ah, have you even started watching this one?
No. I'm still on episode 1.
I mean, I don't know. I don't think I really have too much to say about this other than, it's a continuation. We're, still going right along with, what's his name? I'm terrible with names. Main character.
I want to say his name's Asta, but I think that's wrong.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's Asta.
I remember.
All right. So, the latest episode, I guess, since we've gone 29 episodes now into it, has been a recap episode, basically. But they did it in a fun way. I'll say that. Because even though we're rehashing over things that we've already done or know of and whatnot, you're getting a little bit of insight, I guess, into some of the characters at the same time. Because one of the characters on the Black Bulls squad is very quiet, hardly says anything. It's a very quiet voice, and everyone kind of just ignores him. It was funny because he kind of find out he's very stalkerish, I guess. Because he's writing down, he has journals of all the people in the squad. He writes things down about them. But it was funny, it's all in good humor, so I get that. But yeah, no, it's you're seeing Asta and Yuna grow. They've overcome their recent tribulations, and you got to see the Wizard King actually do some pretty amazing stuff.
Okay, cool.
You already knew that the captains of the Night Squad are really powerful. Even the Black Bulls captain, who is kind of standoffish and no one really does anything or knows anything about with kind of thing. The first time he met Asta, it was an immense feeling of pressure just from him expanding his magic. And even Asta was just standing there in complete awe, basically, of just the feeling of menace he was getting from it. But that didn't even compare to when the Wizard King started at least trying to do some things. He just made everyone look like children, essentially. I mean, people who the magical knights were having issues subduing, he takes one look at them and pretty much freezes them in time where they're at. Literally uses time magic and stops them in time. And just goes, I think I've had enough of that. You can stop right there. And everyone just, a bubble forms around them, and they're literally suspended animation. They can still, they're still aware. They're not frozen hibernation or whatever. They're still aware. They're just literally, they can't move. They have no option in that regards.
Okay.
It's holy crap. So I'm liking the fact that now you're seeing a little bit more. It's not as much of a focal point on Asta and Yuno as it originally was, but it's still pretty fun as far as that goes.
Okay.
And you're seeing some of the other characters as well evolve a little bit more beyond what they originally were portrayed as. So all in all, I mean, it's Asta can still get annoying. Can still overreact and scream his head off. But at the same time, I mean, he is an endearing character, and he is definitely a underdog in the series. Because he's coming from having no magic, no one respects him, no one thinks anything of him, because he has no magic. Yet he is still able to go toe to toe with some of the heaviest hitters around, kind of thing.
Okay.
So, and he never backs down. Never backs down. Even when he probably should. He still never backs down. So
do you think the show is finally up to the hype that it should have been before it when it started?
I'm not sure that it's quite still up to that hype, but it's definitely got more of its legs underneath it now at this point.
Okay. Because I heard from a few different people that this is supposed to be like the new long-running shonen that like takes the place of the big three back in the day.
Yeah, no, I heard that, and I don't think it's gonna last that long. I think it was like scheduled for like, well, unless that's just the season, because I think it's only supposed to go to 50 episodes. I want to say is what I remember seeing about it. You know, they probably could do more, and they probably are going to do more. And again, it's interesting. The characters have unique powers. Their way of doing things is very interesting and unique. I see a lot of potential for conflict all around. So, you know, there's definitely a good chance for just more and more exponential things happening. So, and eventually maybe it's going to be like Naruto, and he's going to end up becoming, you know, like Naruto became the next big Hokage, and you know maybe he's actually going to succeed and become the next Wizard King. So I think that's ultimately what they're gearing towards, but it's the process in which we're going to get to that's going to need to be the focal point, I think. So
cool. All right. Yeah, I'm still on episode 1. So